Hi, my name is Leilani, and in this video I'm going to share with you all the things I have from Not Consume Ministries, which I've actually been using for over a year now with my kids, and I actually purchased some stuff recently, came in the mail today, including their new series, their new Anchored Foundation series, which I'm going to share with you as well. So I am a homeschool mom of 4 kids, including the youngest that has Down syndrome, and I have a 9-year-old, an 11-year-old, 13-year-old as we speak. I am also a former public private school teacher, and I do homeschool evaluations for the state of Florida, which is a legal requirement for people to homeschool. These are Christian resources. All of this stuff I really love, and it's very foundational because foundations to me is just so important, especially when you're teaching your kids. So I'm going to save the Anchor Foundations for last, but I am going to put some chapters down in the description box below so you can kind of follow through them. So I am going to start with some of their Bible studies. Actually, I have most of them. So let me show you what I got. Each one of these, now I have the junior right here. They have different ones for different levels. Now they do have one for the pre-K, they have primary, they have junior, which is this one, and then the youth is for 13 and older. Now I have the juniors, which I bought these for my 11, 12-year-old son to work through. This one is called Work Unto the Lord, and work is hard, sometimes even really hard, but work is not a dirty word. Despite what others will tell you, in fact, work is a gift from God. Are you ready to learn how you can see it that way too? This was probably one of my favorites because it's integrity in working, and that God, really honors it when we work hard. These have approximately, actually they have 20 lessons, day 20, and then usually people will do them Monday through Friday, and they will get done with these in about a month. I love that because these are month-long studies. The best thing to do, and she highly recommends this, is buying a book for each of your children to have. They do have electronic copies that you can purchase and print out, but when you order the book, what is really cool, not only do you get the book, but you get these cards that go along with the theme, but they have Bible verses on there. They could be memory verses, they could be used as bookmarks, and it comes with a couple of these. Let me actually open up a new package for you. So this one is A Content Heart, which is a world of instant gratification, upside down priorities, and exaggerated selfies. We need something to help us understand how to be truly satisfied and content with what God has given us. Super awesome topic. Here we go. We've got this one actually has a 21 day, and the 21st day is a review. But within the packet, it actually comes with a set of super cute stickers there that are themed with the book itself. It does come with a bookmark, of course, right here on the back. And it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that can be used as memory verses. I'm thinking it's 1 card per week suggested. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:8, James, Psalms, and Philippians. So these are great. So that's what the books come with, and that's why I kind of like getting the books over the electronic copies, because of all these little goodies that they come with. Like I mentioned, this one is called A Content Heart. Another one I have is Work Unto the Lord. For example, what's really nice is day 12 said work should be others focused is the topic. Yesterday we saw how work can help provide for our needs such as food, shelter, and water, but there's one danger about this truth that I don't want you to miss. So they actually have them go to scripture and read. So this is read 1 Timothy 5:8. What does this verse say? And then they write it down. And then it continues, the provision from your work isn't just for you, it is for others too. In fact, if you don't provide for your family, the Bible says you have denied the faith and you're worse than an unbeliever. Ouch. So you can see how she's going through and discussing each verse. She'll come down here to 1 Timothy 6:17 through 19. What advice do these verses give us, the rich? And then down at the very end, they have a section, pray and ask God how to help you understand how important it is to work to help provide for your family and for those around you. Ask Him to show you what you need to change and record them below in a form of a prayer. So it's a chance for the child to read through this, do the study, and then pray. And these books are actually meant for the kids to do individually and then eventually come together with the parent and do it as a group. Now they do have a parent guide as well. I forgot to mention that. So you can actually do it with them as a group. I've only done that once when we did the siblings one, which I'll show you in a second. And it was fun. It's pretty cool to do it with them, but I've been doing kind of my own Bible study. I probably should get back into it, but yeah, these are really good though. This is My Brother's Keeper. This is actually the parent's guide right here. This is My Brother's Keeper. It's a lot more advanced. I'll admit I did not write in the book because they were so pretty. So, but as you can see, if you look at it, just glancing at it, you can see it's a little bit, it's a lot more in depth than the junior version. And the youth version is going to be more in depth, obviously, than the junior version. But it's very, very good. I mean, A Selfish Plan, Unkind Speech, My Job is Love. Here's a table of contents to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. So you can see they kind of broke it up so you can do it over the course of a month. You don't have to. We didn't. We went straight through every day. Then it also gives you, actually this gives you a good little outline of pretty much how the whole program works with these Bible studies. And it also gives you ideas on how you can come back together as a family after everybody does the individual studies and discuss it amongst yourselves, as well as even pray together as a family. Now I will say this, for the pre-K and for the primary versions, you do need the parent to help the child. They can't do those on their own. Those are meant for the parent to be involved. So sorry if I miscommunicated that. So age 8 and up, they can be done on their own. Now I will say for an 8-year-old though, going through the junior versions, you might have to sit down with them and go through it with them to kind of get them started on the devotional. So it depends developmentally where they are, whether or not they're ready to be independent, but certainly 13-year-olds and up can do it independently. No, even 12, 11-year-olds. So this is the one that we're working right now through. It's called In the Garden, and it's actually specifically about prayer for kids. And if the parent got it, adults too. And developing a quiet time, which is exactly what it is. This was a very, very good one. Foundations of Faith. This one's great. It's a little bit more mature than the other ones. So as you comb through this, make sure you read in advance because there are some mature topics in it. They do have a warning on it. This one did come with a parent one, so but it was very, very good because it does talk about some issues that are pretty stuff that's in the news. I'll just leave it at that. Is Navigating Friendships. This is great. It has a whole, you know, I love the boat theme and the anchor and the sailor theme that comes along with this one. All of them are very much themed. So this, and the stickers were great for this one. I don't even think I have any more. Here's the junior version of My Brother's Keeper. And the two that I have not done, which is the Fruit of the Tongue, and this is coming up very soon. And then we'll be doing the Keep Thy Heart, which is how your heart attitudes determines your path. And I think this one's going to come first because I have middle schoolers. So not only do these teach very good independent skills, but it also teaches how important it is to be doing a devotional on your own. In the morning, I'm telling you right now, we do this every single morning. So it's good spiritual habits, so to speak, time with God in the morning. And I make sure my kids take time out to spend with the Lord. Let me show you some other resources that I have from Not Consumed before I get to the Anchors Foundation series. I purchased these Faithopedias. Now we are currently going through the Old Testament, and it's, let me just kind of hold this up for you so you can see that it is kind of like a little stand like this that you can put out. They do have a journal that goes with this. I am kicking myself because I didn't get it. If I were to start this over, I would probably get a journal for each and every one of my kids. But it's neat because you go through this one for a week. You go through each book. So let's just say this is week 4. This is day 1. And this is the book of Numbers. So we read this all together. If you have the journal, you follow along with the journal, and you discuss. The next day, we're going to talk about the word transgression. So Next day is like vocabulary word with some key verses and discussion. I love these related files right here because it's a list of different verses that go with this term. And I like to go through and just pick a few of them out and discuss as a family. In fact, I'll do that through the week as we're going through it. Day 3 is going to talk about, this one is Jehovah Shalom, so the Lord is praised. And usually it has, not all of them have like a different name of the Lord. It'll have different things in there and then a Bible verse that goes with it. Oh, I love these think about it right here. Have you ever felt God's peace in the middle of a difficult situation? It's a great icebreaker to start the morning or to start the discussion, whatever time of day it is. And then day 4 is going to be a person that you study. So that kind of pertains to the vocabulary word. This one is William Booth. You learn about him. And then day 5 is going to be a review of the book that you just talked about. And then it starts over again. Deuteronomy's next. And so I'm also teaching my kids, which is super important to know the order of the books of the Bible. And as we're going through this, we're singing the song, right? There's also a memory verse in here. There's a couple memory verses right here. Most loved verses. You can use those as memory verses if you want to. I like to try to find songs online that we can sing to help remember verses. This word for the next week is monotheism. And I guess this is another name for God, Jehovah. Yeah, it looks like they're the names, different names of God. I'm just skimming through here. Yeah, this one is refiner. I like that. Yeah, this one's the Great King. So they have names of God and then, yeah, just basically different names of God. And I, like I said, love this think about it on the day 3. This is the Old Testament one. I also have the New Testament one, which we have not yet started. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the box. And then you can actually open it up and train it to be one of these, right? And it's the same kind of pattern with these in the New Testament. Actually, when you get, what's cool is they don't waste pages because when you get down here and you flip the last page, you actually flip it to the other side. And now you're going this way. They also have a nice little bookmark. This thing right here that you can kind of use. It gives you a nice little outline of the week with the little circles and the labels. And you could use this as a bookmark so you don't lose your place. Since I haven't done this one, it's going to go right in the front. But this is the Faithopedia. And there's 2 of them, and there's journals, which I don't have, but you can purchase to go along with them. Okay, so I am now going to talk about the new box that I got of stuff in the mail today, which I'm really excited about working through these. It's like an endless supply of Bible studies. That's foundational. And I'm hoping that this foundational series is just what it says, foundational. But first, I did get these. You know what? I'm going to show you this, but then I'm going to show you this because we're going to like have fun opening this. So let's look at the Anchored series. Beautiful box. What's neat is the deal that they're offering right now, it actually came with an Anchored in Christ necklace. I think it's a necklace. I think it's actually a bracelet. I'm sorry, it's a bracelet. So the Anchored series, this is the one that I bought specifically for my 13-year-old. And I'll open it up. Very nicely done. It looks like it comes with 5 packages of books. And then it's got, I don't know what these are. I think they're stickers. And then pens. Ooh. And then a poppet to keep them focused. That's just fun. That's fun. Okay. And see, this is why it's nice to make sure you're getting a box per kid, because it's like a little like gift. Okay, so the first book that I pulled out is God's Story, A Story Through the Old Testament. So we got another bookmark. And then we've got 4 weeks. Youth Challenge Week 1. And on the back it says the Bibles begin with 5 books of the law, using Exodus 20 right out the commandments. There's a challenge. And then these, they're books of the Bible stickers. God's Story, and here's your table of contents. It has 31 days, 31 days. So each one going through a different book. And they break it up in law, history, poetry, major, and minor prophets. Ah, cool. This is where you use the stickers. You add them in here. That's awesome. That's awesome. So here we go. You did see my junior books, and when I look at the youth book, you can see much more detailed, much smaller print because obviously they're getting older. This one is Before the Beginning, Day 1. This is going to be Genesis. And so she gives a little story for my grandmother's 80th birthday. We put together a photo album as a tribute to her life. The page was filled with photos. And it goes through, do you have a photo album? What story does it tell? What is your favorite true story from the Bible you already know? So it goes through a nice little devotional. Then it goes, actually day 1's the introduction and day 2 is Genesis. Then we've got Exodus. So it gives you a nice little overview of each of the books of the Bible. And you know what's cool about this one, just a side note with the presentation in general, is that every page is a different color according to what category it fits into. So for example, it looks like the first 5 books of Moses, or the law, Torah, is actually in the first, it's orange. Well, it's in the first, it's in the front, but it's orange. It's color-coded orange. The history is yellow, poetry is blue, major prophets green, purple, minor prophets. You know, it's something about that visualization with color, even though we don't really notice it, it actually makes an imprint on our brain with memory. It's kind of cool that they did that, so helps us categorize things. Really good so far, and I'm thinking that the New Testament one is going to have the same kind of pattern. This one's a story through the New Testament. Challenge cards are the same. Yep. Same kind of pattern. All right. And then the last 3, we have Immeasurable Treasure, Rock of Salvation, and Strong Roots, Rooted and Grounded in Love. Okay. So I'm going to open the Strong Roots one. Okay. And the stickers are like little roots, faithful. Oh, they're labeled by days. So they're making it very interactive with the stickers. A bookmark again, and then 4 weeks of challenge cards. So here you go in the front. Here's the stickers, the interactive stickers. Rooted and grounded in love. As you learn each part of God's love, add the root sticker to the tree. That's pretty cool. So let me show you the table of contents really quick. This one I'm going to open is Rock of Salvation. So here's the table of contents, what's in the study. This one doesn't have the interactive stickers, but it does have stickers that you could probably you can add as you go through. It does have the bookmark, nice, and then the 4 weeks of the challenge, 1 for each week. So, and the last one is Immeasurable Treasure, a Bible study on God's character. All right, and this looks like this is probably going to be interactive as well. There's 2 sets of stickers with gems. A bookmark, again, trust God to lead me because I know his character. Here we go. Start here, interactive. Follow the map and dip up the true treasure of knowing God. So good. Like, I actually now want to go and get the parents' version of this and get together and do a Bible study with my friends on this while we do it with the kids. And I actually think I might pursue that. Yeah, I do. Actually, I'm going to pray about it. And I think I want to, actually. I really feel like in today's society, there is a lack of that foundational truth in our lives. And we get so distracted with music and this and that within our congregation. And we get involved with serve team and, you know, pantry stuff and everything that we forget our foundation and why we're there in the first place. And that's not because of all the glamour and glitz and such. It's because of the Lord himself drawing us to him and to get deeper and deeper into knowing who he is as a community. And doing something like this with another group of adults, I think this is definitely an answer to that. So I don't know which one I would start with adults and kids, but I think I am going to definitely be pursuing this. To top that off, now I'm going to show you my cool little, like, thing, okay? All right, 13 games in 1. I'm going to open this for the first time in front of you because I'm super excited about this. So this box opens up like this, and it looks like it comes with 13 games for the books of the Bible, instructions on how to play each game. And this is it for 13 games. A lot of them look like they're 2-player, 6 and up, 5 and up, 8 and up. It just says play in groups. Okay, these are played in groups. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are group playing 6 and up. So that's cool to know. Here's the cards right here. So pretty. They're books of the Bible. Right there. Okay, there's some category cards in here as well. So one of the games, for example, is shuffle the deck, lay out the literary genre cards, law, poetry, etc. Start the timer, flip over a card from the deck to put the book in order according to the literary genre they fit into. The goal is to see how fast you can put the books in order under each genre for both the Old and New Testaments. That's one game. So cool. I can't wait to use this with my kids. I can't wait to use this with my co-op, my congregation. So check down below for some links so you can see where you want to purchase these things. If you have any questions, I will feel free to answer them, or I should say you should feel free to ask them, and then I'll answer them in the comment section down below. As this video is up, I'll be using it more and more, so I'll have more answers for you. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.